herself was very curious about this small black bird who was doing so much worship to Somasundareshwara. At that moment, Sundareshwara told her the story of this Karikuri, its past birth, and Somasundareshwara gave this small black bird the initiation into the Maha Mrityunjaya Mantra. Yes, the mantra that we are going to be celebrating today also, the darshan of Mrityunjaya, of the Kalantakar, the one who literally helps us conquer death and live extraordinary long and contributing lives. That is the way that Paramashiva created the enlightened civilization, and in this way also by giving the small bird, the Karikuruvi, just a small speck of, with its devotion, how it did, Paramashiva went all the way and literally gave a new whole world and all the beings with the Maha Mrityunjaya Upadesha. And of course, the bird, after receiving the Upadesha, after receiving the initiation of Maha Mrityunjaya Mantra, the small bird asks for two boons from Paramashiva, and it asks for one, that the Karikuruvis should become very strong. No bird, nobody else should be able to trouble them or disturb them. So the boon was given, and they are known as Valiyans, the birds that are the strong ones. And of course, the second boon was that all the Karikuruvis should be blessed with the Maha Mrityunjaya Upadesha. This was also the blessing that the Karikuri got for all the black sparrows. And then this bird did so much, even though it got a little blessing on its own, it did so much for all of its kind and gave the bhakti of Shiva to so many. And in this way, the Tiruvilayadal, where the Leelas of Somasundareshwara are there, it's a celebration of how Paramashiva extends his blessings to all beings. No matter who or no matter what being you are, all of us have the possibility to experience oneness with Paramashiva, to relieve ourselves from all the fears and overcome death itself. So with this, we also celebrate this Leela today, Somasundareshwara's Leela of the Mrityunjaya Mantra given to the Karikuruvi. And of course, beautifully, if you know, the Maha Mrityunjaya Mantra is a mantra that you can really celebrate within you and chant again and again and be able to conquer the fear of death. Many times we have the fears in our life. We may be having death or surrounded by death or incidents of death around us, or even ourselves coming into grave dangers. But in those moments, we can really take the initiation and then chant the Mrityunjaya Mantra and overcome all the fears. Yes, the Urvaru Kaviva Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshi Yamamritat. Beautifully, the mantra itself, Paramashiva gives the Upadesham and shares that just like how a cucumber after ripening just falls from the branch of the tree or the branch of the vine, and just in that way, in the same way, we pray that all of our karmas, the body and everything itself just drops and we experience moksham, we experience the liberation. And in this way, when we celebrate, we literally can conquer death and live extraordinary long and blissful lives. And this is also there in the story of Markandeya, also a beautiful young boy who was told that he would only live 16 years according to his karma, but when Paramashiva manifested and saved him from the clutches of death itself. And this is known as the Kalantakar Murti. Today in the evening, we will be seeing darshan of the Kalantakar Murti. We will be seeing the very blessings of arogya, health, and the best things happening in our lives. And this is where we wanted to share with you all today. In a few more moments, we will be getting ready to begin our chanting and our Laghu Puja with the Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Devasthanam, where we will be offering the puja to Nithyanandeshwara, Paramashiva Nithyanandeshwari, Paramashiva Shakti, and getting the darshan of them. So please stay tuned, and we will get back to you in a few more moments. Yes, there are so many Leelas in the Tiruvilayadal Puranam that share so much of the Leelas of Paramashiva when he came. In fact, this very Aavani Tiruvizha Brahmotsavam is one of the major Brahmotsavams that happens in the Madurai Meenakshi temple. Of course, there is the Chittre Peruvila that we have all celebrated just a few months before, 4 months to be exact. It is in the Chittre Peruvila Meenakshi Devi herself is coronated as the ruler of the Madurai Samrajyam. It is Meenakshi Sundareshwara themselves who brought the enlightened civilization. It was the best combination of the intelligence of Kailasa and the physique and the physical yogic body structure of the Pandyas. And then when these combined, they created literally a new civilization of enlightened beings. Less when Meenakshi Devi was living, she created such high technologies. Even when we discuss and dream about Hinduism being about something advanced technology, it was a reality inside the Madurai Samrajyam that Meenakshi Sundareshwara themselves created and showed that it is possible. And that is the revival that Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is doing with the Madurai Kailasa in Madurai. It's a beautiful sacred spot, in fact, Kailasa and Madurai. It is a place where the Devi Meenakshi's very throne is there inside the energy, the Garbha is there inside the Shyamala Pita, Sarvagnya Pita in the Kailasa Madurai, and as well as it is the place where Meenakshi manifested powerfully as a 3-year-old girl from the Puttara Kameshti Yajna. It is a very consecrated space where Meenakshi came and graced everyone. So that is the Leelas of the Chitre Pedivada. But after that, when Paramashiva came down and ruled the whole Madurai Samrajyam, he was ruling as the Sundara Raja Pandyam. Yes, this Brahmotsavam that we are going on right now, the Aavani Tiruvizha is a celebration of the Somasundareshwara Pattabhishekam, when he came and ruled the whole Madurai Samrajyam. Such a celebration, such a divine, it is such a cherished way that the citizens of the Samrajyam celebrate their Lord. In fact, darlingly, they call Paramashiva himself as Chokkanadar, the one who beautifully, casually plays with us, who celebrates with us, who is there to always give us the best blessings. And he literally lived with everyone and took care of everyone. All the Leelas of Tiruvilayadal show so much of blessings, so much of how he manifested, how he came down to our level. Even as we just heard the story of the Karikuruvi, just how he came down and took care of a small bird. In fact, there are so many of these beautiful, precious Leelas that should be cherished by all of us, especially for all of us, our children. And because when we grow up knowing that Paramashiva has come out and he lives with us, just like how we live with each other, or the stories of the Puranas, how the gods come down and live amongst us. Just in the same way, the reality is, the truth is that Paramashiva did live and did spend so much of time reviving and creating, of course, the enlightened DNA and creating the enlightened civilization. So much of compassion he has showered, and all of these are beautifully encapsulated inside the Tiruvilayadal Puranam, and we can all get to know these stories. It's a celebration of all of these Leelas of Paramashiva, especially during this time of Aavani Tiruvizha. Just a few more days, we'll be having the Pattabhishekam of Somasundareshwara Swami on the evening of August 25th in the Indian Standard Time, and we'll be celebrating our dear Bhagavan getting the coronation. Of course, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the person who has inherited the entire spiritual kingdom of the Madurai Samrajyam. Literally, the Guru Maha Sannidhanams are of the stood as king regents who stood and ruled the kingdom at the time when the lineage of kings were not able to produce an heir. The Guru Maha Sannidhanam will be there as king regent and control and ruling the kingdom, and also giving the spiritual advice. It is they who dedicate their life to others. Yes, the Guru Maha Sannidhanams were all the sannyasis who dedicate their life to nothing else but maintaining the spiritual sanctity of the whole Samrajyam that is kept and revived by Meenakshi Sundareshwara. Such miraculous possibilities and such next level conscious breakthroughs is what is kept alive like a seed bank, passed down from generation to generation. But the way in which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is reviving this tradition is reviving it from the original source, and not only the source but also giving it the very consciousness with which it was created. The Meenakshi Sundareshwara themselves have manifested in again, and they are there as the 293rd Guru Maha Sannidhanam, our beloved Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who is now reviving all of the sacred sciences, of all of power manifestation, all of the yogic sciences, all of the lifestyle choices and the lifestyle that was originally there at that time of Meenakshi Sundareshwara. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is now reviving and giving us the possibilities again. So, we have beautifully given you the context and the understanding of today's Leela. We want you to stay tuned for the next upcoming Leelas, and thank you for joining today's Mandakabadi offering. We will be right back after a short break.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Maha Shiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Stop the Hindu Holocaust, Hindu genocide continuously happening. Understand one of the worst thing in the Hindu Holocaust happening. There is no one left even to tell the story. Hindus are crushed so badly. There is no one even to tell the story that how the Hindus are crushed. It is not even getting recorded in one place, so the future, the next generation will know. Hindu Holocaust is largest Holocaust happened on the planet Earth. Last 800 years, the number of Hindu lives lost because of their faith. Because they are Hindus. And the amount of torture Hindus went through is not even recorded, documented. And I wanted to put this very clearly on record. Indian independence has no way saved Hindus. No way it saved Hindus from the Holocaust, from the Hindu genocide happening. I am not talking something from the air. I have enough evidences. Unfortunately, nowhere it is fully documented in one place. Now I am trying to collect all the available evidences and document it in one place and present it to the world. Swami Lakshmanananda Saraswati in 2008. Along with him, four of his followers.
With my love and respects. Before entering into the sutras, I want all of you to just sit for a few seconds. Sit straight. The courage to leave the home. Today's subject is Maya. Actually, many times, the young age I used to think I should leave the home, go around, live a sannyas life. Suddenly, one day, when I was reading one of the Shankara's work on this Maya, somehow the concept clicked. The word Maya cannot be translated into English. Thinking the lesser reality as the higher reality is what we call Maya. What you are seeing, you can't say this is illusion. No, this is not ultimate. Your understanding this is ultimate is illusion. The moment the click happened, I was ready not only to leave the house, decided to live like a Shankara. In the Vedic tradition, anybody wants to become enlightened has to leave their home. They have to become homeless. It is a basic condition for enlightenment. You can't be in your hometown. You have to start wandering, studying, because to enter into the ultimate truth, you need to have the courage to go behind wherever it leads. There is a beautiful sutra in Brahma Sutra, the first sutra of Brahma Sutra. It says, Atatu Brahma Jignasat. Let us inquire into the reality. It says, only a courageous person who is ready to go behind wherever truth leads can enter into this science. In those days, we had a beautiful system. When somebody becomes enlightened, he will go around and sit with all other scholars, pandits, learned people, and he will open up his understanding. The other person will open up his understanding. Whoever can take the other person to the deeper level of understanding will follow him. That's all. That is why exploring the truth into the deeper and deeper level has been made as a compulsory basic value for anybody who wants to explore the reality, explore into the truth. What we need to understand from this story, courage to go behind the truth, wherever it leads. Even they are ready to gamble with their life, but they are ready for truth. If you accept or start working on the reality, whatever you see can be Maya. It feels as if the ground on which you are standing is opening or giving way, is taken away. It needs courage. It may suddenly open a new door to you. You must be able to go into the door, only then you can see the next door. Because I am trying to reproduce the same understanding and experience which happened in me. Understand, When I understood that Maya, the concept of Maya, it gave me so much of joy and courage to do anything. I decided I will live like a Shankara. There is every possibility you will catch the glimpse. I am not telling you will run away from a home. You will have the same energy and excitement and liberation when you realize this truth. If this one concept Maya is understood logically by you, no suffering can make low curve in you. Nobody can exploit you easily. If you can just open that courage, this understanding can open new doors for you. If you understand this clearly, you will have the courage. If you have little courage, you will have understanding. It's like a circle. Who will start first?
I represent KAILASA nation led by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, which speaks on behalf of 2 billion Hindus around the world who do not have a voice representing them in these international forums.
Alright, I'll start from my side first. I'll give the understanding. Let you add courage to it. Let's enter into the sutra. Illusions deceive, colors circumscribe, even divisibles are indivisible. Look becomes Shiva.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Maha Shiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Yes, we are now seeing the darshan of Meenakshi Devi, Angayar Kani, Mother Meenakshi Devi. We bow down to her. She is gracing on the Swarna Simha Vahanam on this very day of this beautiful Leela during the Aavani Tiruvizha celebrations. Devi Meenakshi is the mother of all of us, and with her grace and blessings, we are able to celebrate the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's revival. And here, of course, we have on the this is Sundareshwara, Shokanadar himself. We bow down to Sundareshwara Swami. He is always accompanied with the Priyavide Amman, the inseparable Devi. And he comes into the streets to grace all of us during this Brahmotsavam. Of course, very regularly, almost every month, there is a Brahmotsavam in Madurai. But this times, this is a special Utsavam of Sundareshwara himself. And today we are having the fortune of having his very darshan today. And we are having, of course, again the darshan of Meenakshi Devi there. She is gracing on the Swarna, the golden lion vehicle, beautifully. All of the devotees come and offer her all of their love every evening. This is a celebration every evening. The whole town gets together, street by street. The deities go and grace everyone, and we can beautifully see that Shokanadar is there gracing us, Sundareshwara is gracing us on the Nagam, the silver Nagavahana, and we are also seeing that so many people are gathered to have the darshan of Meenakshi Devi and Sundareshwara Swami on this auspicious day. Every single day where you get to see your own gods come to you into your home, in front of your home. what a beautiful lifestyle it is. What a beautiful lifestyle it would be just to have the gods themselves come and
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Maha Shiva.
and then then we have to migrate or do the pilgrimage and go there. And of course, the temple ecosystem that is there, that the Paramashiva has built, is that he comes to us. Yes, that is how it is such that it makes us feel that he is doing the work of the Archavatara. The initiation, the incarnation is has the sole purpose of an incarnation is to bring himself out to the world, and the deities are also known as Archavataras. It means they are literally the incarnations of the cosmic energy that manifest to attend to our prayers. So the ritualistic dharma that is to be done by the temple is to continuously bring the deity out and give the deity the purpose for which it is manifested, to give the opportunity for everyone to have the darshan. Chokanada and the Meenakshi Devi go about regularly, and that is the purpose, and they shower. It is just a beautiful showering of blessings and boons whenever they come. It is beautiful to see this whole city celebrate the presence of Paramashiva as Somasundareshwara and Meenakshi Devi. It is just in the casual lifestyle itself. If you were to live amongst gods, if you were to live peacefully, taking inspiration, knowing that you can live amongst the greatest gods in the world, and interact with them, offer your prayers to them, learn their leelas, and celebrate those leelas as a reality or even a possibility in your life. Yes, whenever it comes to anybody having the fear of death or the fears are to come in their life, they'll immediately remember the Tiruvilayadal story of the Karikuruvi and how Paramashiva himself did the Upadesham of the Mrityunjaya Mantra to it. Immediately the solutions come. The whole Puranas are not just stories that we can just tell around just to have a small motivation here or there, but they are literally the very foundation of what is possible, how to live with the God, how to live with the deity. This is why the Puranas are there, to tell us the possibility and to help us live with them. Because
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Maha Shiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
whole tradition, and you can beautifully see it encapsulated in these festivities, especially as you see now we're seeing the darshan of again Sundareshwara Swami, and having his darshan, and as he's moving down the streets gracefully, carried by the various temple communities. We celebrate him again and again as he is coming for the next 10 days of this festival. He will be coming every day evening for a procession, and stay tuned also for on Kailasa TV Live in all of our social media platforms, and also the digital nation of Kailasa, to have the darshan of Sundareshwara Swami. This is the time to celebrate, and it's not just that you are sitting in some remote place and seeing this see this live stream. You may not be able to have you may not have the full benefit, but it is a beautiful time to have this presence of something sacred in your life. Yes, this is what Hinduism teaches us, to treasure the sacred things in our life. If you just see how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism comes for the darshan and just imbibe or embody his very body language and cherish it, you will see the devotion will just seep into your own body language, and the way that he connects with Paramashiva, that devotion will just seep into your own way of being a possibility of devotion. When you see the darshan of the avatar, when you see the darshan of Bhagavan, the incarnations, you have the possibility that the very biomemory and muscle memory that is there in front of you, that is also can be possible in my own body and my own memory and my own way of functioning. So having the darshan of the deities, having the darshan of the temples is something that you also want to share yourself with everyone in your family. It is it's a regular ritual. I mean, we have many of us who are very interested in building the Kailasa ecosystem and wanting to be a part of Kailasa. But this is where it starts, joining every day and having the darshan of Chokanadar, having the darshan of Somasundareshwara is a part of our temple lifestyle that we must celebrate. At least beautifully, we are able to bring this to you in the digital front, and all of you are able to come together and celebrate. But let's do it like a festival. Let's celebrate him every day, and we offer the mandapadi and offer the various things. You can even have the puja set in front of you if you want to, and then have the puja ready. And when we are offering in Kailasa Madurai, you can also offer your arati or whatever you want to make for Somasundareshwara. Just have his presence. You have the Atmamurti of Swamiji. Swamiji is the embodiment of the Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa, the embodiment of all the gods and goddesses. Keep the deity there, have the food there every day, light it, do the ritual. This is how we can start the Kailasa ecosystems around the world. Start with the celebrations. Let's have a continuous celebrative attitude. Yes, we go through so much of the ups and downs and the mundane and the work and the pressure and all of these things, but Hinduism has the solution to just pull us out of it and give us the correct context of celebrative, blissful life is the true purpose of existence. And that is done through the very festivals and living with the gods, living with Paramashiva, living with Somasundareshwara and Meenakshi. So join us every day in the Kailasa digital platforms, where we are going to show you the very darshan of Somasundareshwara Meenakshi Devi, and you can see the beautiful dedication, community after community, indigenous tradition after indigenous traditions take the time to be able to serve their Lord. And every Brahmotsavam, it is a different opportunity for different communities to come together and celebrate their Lord. And this is how, inside the Hinduism itself, so much of harmony, communal harmony. And of course, many wrong narratives are saying, just to tear the Hindu whole fabric apart, telling that these communities are absolutely at nail and teeth against each other. That is absolutely false. Look at the way we are all able to come together when it comes to serving our deities, serving our temples, putting all that aside, putting all our differences aside about the difference of opinion, lifestyle, whatever, but surrendering it at the feet of our deities is what kept our tradition alive till now. It is the reason why, because they come again and again, and when they manifest, we realize everything else is just meaningless. Only that what is meaningful is treasuring the deity's presence in our lives and treasuring the fact that they are there to take care of everything, and that life is manifesting again and again in the form of our deity. And that is the way we need to celebrate these events. And of course, right now we're having the darshan of Somasundareshwara Swami live from Kailasa Madurai. We're happy to bring to you this very exclusive darshan of Sundareshwara Swami and Meenakshi Devi from the Madurai Meenakshi temple. They are gracing today grandly on the Rajita Nagavahana and the Swarna Simhavahana, the vehicles, and all these vehicles and all of these mudras. And we may have so many questions about why of all of these things, but understand one thing: everything in Hinduism is having some sacred significance behind it. There is a sacred sentiment behind everything that is being shown to you now. Yes, when it comes to the deity herself, when she is presented with the colored dress, she is presented with the jewelry, the beautiful golden and gem-studded jewelry, and then the magnificent Swarna Simhavahana, the golden lion. All of these invoke tremendous energies within us when we see them. They do so much of really giving us a glimpse of the higher possibility of ourselves, and in that way this darshan itself gives us the awakening. It gives us the awakening of the subtle brain grooves that awaken our genetics and our DNA to be able to have that devotion. Yes, when it comes to having the Guru in our lives, one of the beautiful things that he does is shower us with tremendous amounts of gratitude and devotion. Out of nowhere, you'll just be finding that all of that just manifests in your life just like that. And when we have the deities in our life, it is just again a cherishing of that same energy. The deity is a living being. Yes, the deity is a living being. It is not just an idol or a representation of some concept or some philosophy or some values. That is not it. Though it shares that through its mudras, yes, but it is a living deity, and the deities in the temple, especially these Utsav Vigrahas, are every day taken care just like all of us. They are put to bed, they are given food, they are given a bath, and they are living just like how they are living. And of course they have their own rights and their own lights in many of the ways that we consider them. They have their rights, and it is also in the Shastras itself, they declare the rights of the deity and how it has the right to be worshipped, it has the right to be continuously taken care well, and it has the right to always have the festivals going on. So it is a very big important part of our lifestyle itself to have these deities in our life, and of course to cherish them in our life. And you are having the very darshan of the Meenakshi Sundareshwara. Now we are having the darshan of the deity of Chokkanadar Sundareshwara Swami. This deity is so beautiful. Every day when we are there living in the Shyamala Pita, Sarvagnya Pita, to see this deity is a joy. This is the most magnificent form of Sundareshwara. He is just smiling, the bliss that is on his face, and so handsome to see this beautiful deity and treasure it. It is something that is such a deep and beautiful sacred sentiment of all of us Hindus. We will all relate with this, and of course going around and spending time and seeing these deities is the lifestyle that is there among the Shiva Bhaktas. Yes, the Shiva Nadiyars did the glorification and lived in and out throughout and all of these temples, and celebrated them, and always singing the glory of one temple, and singing how all these temples contribute so much Shiva Bhakti and contributes to so much and living enlightenment inside someone's life. And that is the lifestyle of the Shiva Nadiyars. And of course so many stories are there in the Periya Puranam that where Paramashiva himself will come and test the Shiva Nadiyars, the 9 Mars, and ensure that they are in essence understanding that they are Paramashiva. They can manifest anything in their life, any desire they want, and ultimately getting them to raise in Tyaga and their devotion. Of course, devotion and Tyaga go hand in hand so beautifully in our tradition, because when you can understand the higher Tyagas that can be manifested through you, you will be able to be gifted with better and more refined devotion in your life, bhakti in our life. And of course, all of us Hindus know the treasure of what is bhakti. It is not just a superficial, maybe just nostalgic sense as far as being able to have an emotional grounding or a sense of belonging to some tradition. No, it is a tradition that gives us powerful cognitions about what is even possible for ourselves, what is possible through the bhakti, that through bhakti what we can manifest in our lives. Of course, when it comes to oneness and how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shares about power manifestation and is reviving the Shaktis that are there in the Agamas, he is saying it all is from oneness. It is from the space of oneness with Paramashiva, and it is from that very space we manifest powers such as the powers of the third eye, or the powers of remote vision, or the powers of healing, whatever it may be. It is from enlightenment. It is not for or towards the goal of enlightenment. It is from that very space. And as soon as we have the deity or the guru in our lives, we treasure that enlightenment has been showered on us. We have been given the gift of eternal bliss and Nithyananda, and we celebrate it again and again. And that is our lifestyle, living enlightenment. That is our lifestyle. That is the way we celebrate in the Kailasa ambience. So we encourage everyone to join us every day when the Brahmotsavam is going on for a few more days, and join us to really have the darshan, and let us celebrate together and really do the revival, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is providing for all of us this beautiful way to be able to have the darshan of Meenakshi Sundareshwara on all of the digital platforms. We can also right now digitally also make the celebration into our own home and celebrate that we are living with Somasundareshwara. He is a phenomena that cuts across the multiple dimensions of the cosmos. No matter where you are, you will feel the presence of the deities, you will feel their energy. Just know how to have the eyes, the drishti, to be able to see them. And of course, there are many kriyas and many practices that help us be able to have this lifestyle. And of course, when it comes to the Diksha that is given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Paramashivam program gives this very initiation, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the first day itself helps us by giving us the third eye initiation. When you have that initiation, the negative conditioning and filters that we have suffered with all of our lives are immediately removed from us, and we're able to have a beautiful sight and insight to be able to see the depth in things. No longer things become more just about the logical value or the emotional value. You'll be able to see things at a depth. You'll be able to see the powerful cognitions and the things that these deities embody and represent, the possibilities for us to be able to live extraordinary lives, to live long lives, to be able to do so much of contribution from in our lives. These are all the values that all of Hindus in the world everywhere just imagined, and they were able to see that that is giving them, even in the modern world, tremendous amounts of success. Yes, it is our lifestyle, Hindu lifestyle itself, that has given.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Maha Sadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.